So, welcome in to my next series, I guess. If that's what you want to call it. I created a team builder school and replaced Akron because they were the lowest rated team. I made them a fail U, which is pretty much F grades in every single category. The only special thing I did was I gave them one really good player, and that would be the son of the head coach, who is an elite development, playing time focused, left-handed quarterback. I don't know if he's going to stay past the first year. I'm hoping he does, but it's a lot of NIL. So, and this team does not have much. So, he will probably end up wanting to leave somewhere in the end. But this entire series will be coach mode. And other than that, like, I didn't edit any of the other players. I didn't. I would have preferred like proximity to home for him, but they don't allow you to edit the home down for some reason. That kind of made me upset since he's the coach's son. But oh well. But he should be the best player by far, obviously. While they got a couple other decent ones, there's not much uh, to write home about with the team. I made sure they were a cupcake, so they got a couple decent players that are upperclassmen, but obviously they're not going to be like phenomenal or anything like that. So, I say let's get started. This is year one at Fatville. I made them, I put them in Wisconsin, in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So they're right outside Lambeau Field. I originally made them patient, but for some reason they changed it to balanced. So, the only other thing, I figured out something I was doing wrong in all my other dynasties. If you unlock these early, these end up costing more. So if you wait until after you unlock these, you actually save more coach points. And seeing as I'm not really going to be competing for anybody with NIL for the first couple years, I think that's a good idea. I'm going to try to stay away from Motivator because I'm not a big fan of Motivator. I'll probably just hire coordinators for that. I'm going to stick with recruiting, obviously, tactician, and strategist. Hopefully, we can make the playoff before the coach's son leaves. And then after I get these other excess ones opened up, we will have then I'll look at opening these up. Okay, so oh, I was gonna go ahead and do the pre-order stuff. I prefer to be a run-heavy offense. So normally I go straight for the running back stuff. So I feel like that's a good starting point. That and until I can get the third one on the offensive line. I'm going to stick with this. So I think that's a good starting off spot. And I actually do have a decent coordinator. Oh, he's a elite recruiter. That's actually surprising. Too bad he doesn't have offensive line, but the other one's tactician. I do have coach firing on, so it is a chance I get fired in this as well. Hopefully I will not. But we should be a 0-star school. Like, I don't even think we have enough for... We don't even have enough to hire staff at the beginning of the year. So... Well, again, I have absolutely no idea if the quarterback's going to stay past the first year. And we have 250 hours, and that's it. I do want to see, because I'm not expecting... If anybody wants NIL, like, I pretty much have none, so I'm not even gonna try and get 3 stars at this point. Let me just see. I might try to get, like, a 3-star running back, maybe. Maybe that. These are relatively cheap, so I might be able to get a couple. I'd be down for this. We're only going to put them on if they have 0. So I'm actually surprised there's this many. Might be because we're in the MAC and not the Sun Belt. Oh wait, maybe I took out UL Monroe. I can't remember, to be honest. Nobody there. I am gonna do a kicker. I always like to do a kicker. We'll probably do a punter too. And then the rest of them, let's just look at our pipelines. I think that's probably the more ideal one. So I made, obviously, Wisconsin, since that's going to be our main pipeline. I made that a tier 5. I made Illinois tier 4. I believe, who else did I have in there? Or no, Minnesota was tier 4. Illinois, I think, was tier 3. Michigan might have been tier 2. Or Indiana might have been. Indiana was tier 2, and then I think Michigan was tier 1. There was a tier 1 though, for sure. So, let's just look here. So I'm 100% okay with that. I'm going to be mostly looking at 2 stars. Any interested quarterbacks? Got a couple in Minnesota. Overall, I'm not like terribly concerned for the first year or two, obviously, because I think our quarterback is going to lead us to a couple easy victories with how good he is. He also is, he's like a generational talent, technically. Since I didn't put any running backs on, let's do that. Backfield threat. East-west playmaker are probably the 2 I like the most. Okay, that's a decent one. We're looking for guys that are already going to be sitting 90 plus speed, because it's extremely difficult to add speed this year, so it is much better to make sure they already have it. Oh man, definitely not him. It's not too bad. That one's pretty good. I normally try to stay away from the JUCO guys, but sometimes you can't really help it. I prefer to get guys that have a high awareness because they play better, especially in coach mode. Okay, so that's a decent start off. I definitely want to get that running back for sure. And to start this off, I probably should have made Minnesota a rival too. But we are going to make sure that both Wisconsin and Illinois are on the schedule every year. Not in any of those games. Okay, there's Wisconsin. It's a rivalry game, the Battle of the Cheese. That's what I called it. We'll play it at home this year and away next year. And Illinois. Play both of those at home this year. And then I do kind of want to play a more difficult schedule just because of who the quarterback is, but and the team's not like terrible. We'll leave it at Wake Forest and UNLV. The rest of the schedule, I think we are going to compete for the conference title. I don't think we are going to be good enough, but away we go. But if I remember correctly, okay, now it says patient. Before it said balanced. Although it still shows an awful lot of red on there. So, which doesn't make sense, but as you can see, it's pretty much F everywhere, so pretty much the entire team is probably going to want to transfer out at the end of this. But this is like a generational talent by far, and I'm hoping I can keep him around for 4 years, or at least 3. But I'm expecting him to transfer out, unfortunately. But this is a generational recruit if I've ever had one. So if we make it to the playoff, he's going to be the reason we make it. Because the coach's son, the second coming. I did try to make my alma mater this team, but it wouldn't let me, unfortunately. I don't know if I want to up the XP sliders either. I feel like I should probably do that a little bit. I'm actually going to do that. Not much, probably like 15. Say like 115. I did do 150 in one of my other ones. It still didn't really look like they were getting that much. I probably should have made everyone on the team normal development besides the quarterback. But I think it's a good chance most of those guys are going to leave. So this will help with development a little bit. And then I do not touch anything gameplay-wise. I leave it all alone. And then league settings. I don't know if the difficulty is... I normally play on All-American. So I don't know if that affects coach mode or not. I would assume it does. And then I turn wear and tear sliders down 10. That seems to help. I turn max transfers to teams 50-50. I forgot to do that for the computer. And no auto. Everything else should be good. I think we are set. Okay, let's go to week 2. Get into our first game. Oh my god. I know what I forgot to do. I didn't do recruiting the first week. Whoops. That's okay. Not planning on getting much anyway this first season. So it's not that big of a deal. And this gives me a better idea of who I'm going to have a chance at getting. So anyone that already has an offer, we can just take them straight off. Dang. The kicker already had one. That is interesting. So we don't have a lot, so he's only going to get that. I'm actually going to let him go. I think I'm only going to focus on like 10 to 15, most likely. That was the 80 speed guy, right? 89. So I'll definitely go after him. I think 25 is reasonable. Please tell me. Okay, good. I'm 100% okay with that because he has 91 speed, 91 acceleration, and pretty high awareness, so that would be a good get. That's going to be the only guy we probably go at full stop right off the bat. Is this a 2? Again, I think we're mostly going to focus on 2 stars this season, just from the current looks of it. Obviously, we don't have the hours to scout, so we're going to have to blind go after most of these guys. I'm going to go ahead and just give him 5 just so we can get a couple quarterbacks in. And again, I am not going to be unlocking Rainmaker or Visionary until we get further in. Oh, I already gave him 5. Really hoping some of these guys wouldn't get offers. That one I'm definitely going to lose. Okay, so we are down to 19 now. Let me see. Go to 3 stars. again, we can't spend any NIL, so anybody wants a decent amount, we're going to have to bypass. Anything more than 10 is going to be too much. Maybe 20. Okay, I think that is good. We'll just go by national rank. Wait, didn't I just... Maybe that was some of the guys I had already taken off. Oh, they must have still had them. Okay, let's get into our first game here. I am going to try and do the full games. I don't really care to do the defensive side of the ball, but I thought I made this a home game. I guess not. And I got myself a trophy.
Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and Wake Forest Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Horned Frogs and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. It's always a challenge when you have to go to the backup quarterback, and one of these teams is going to find out about that today as we check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. And yes, they are aware being without their star quarterback could be an issue here today. But he has a ton of belief in the backup. He's a freshman.
Don't tell me that he's hurt.
But what they saw in practice this week gives them belief that they'll be just fine if
Don't
they can
tell me he got hurt in practice.
in this game. Back to you.
That would not be very good. It's going to be a terrible start for our season if he got hurt in practice. Okay. I don't know what they're talking about then, but...
So Wake Forest's kicker.
And then I normally prefer this viewpoint, because it's like we're watching from the coaching box.
Kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Okay, he is playing.
The Horned Frogs offense will come out first. And here comes their 5-star freshman quarterback. 5-star in virtually every recruiting service.
The coach's son.
Everybody just wowed at his potential, and that potential becomes reality starting in the season opener.
I'll probably switch between the two off and on. Again, I don't normally do anything with adjustments or anything like that. I don't really feel like it's a necessary part of the game. I want it to feel as real as possible.
You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a
And I want the computer to do all of it.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains.
And then I made the playbook power spread, so I don't know what all is in this playbook.
It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between
Let's
the running back and
quarterback
the quarterback.
run here.
Who's keeping the
See how he does.
Play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
The only thing I don't like about this is it's going to be really hard to make clips out of it.
Before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles.
I also think I'm going to probably turn off the commentators.
Job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the
And
back
I
end,
also
taking
try
away
to
all
stick
the
to
throws
mostly coach
downfield. He's trying to get to his
suggestions because I
check
feel
down,
it's
but
more
that
realistic that
pressure
way.
gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
So I think we'll stay on this. You can see the field
on third and
much
long,
better.
trying to have a big completion here. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. The Horned Frogs will send out the
Only
punt
as good
unit.
as the people around you.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So Wake Forest offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
I don't know how the defense is going to play here. So
we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying.
I don't really like
this
doing
is
the
a guy
defensive
that
stuff.
legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses and talking to the coaches,
And
they are
technically,
extremely worried about.
most
The D coordinator in
teams,
this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week.
the head
knowing
coach
how
doesn't
fast
always
this guy
call
is
the plays
and just
for
how
both
he can
sides of the ball.
score
They
any
do
given
one or the
play.
other.
They've got to do a really good job in this one communicating,
So I
understanding
feel like
where
it's
he is,
probably
but
more
making sure
realistic
there
if
is
I
at
stick
least
to one
one
side of the ball.
safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
So this will probably be the
Facing
only
a
game we
third
do
down and
defense.
short from the 26. Here's Lopez to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy
Actually, once
down
this
and
drive's
tip
over,
off where you're
we'll just
throwing the
switch it.
football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Actually, I can change it here.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to.
Okay, let's get the ground game going.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this
That
offense
didn't
has to be
go
a little bit
anywhere.
more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I actually might change the playbook because I don't really like this playbook.
Giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You make up the game
little
plan
boot
and not a
here
lot
to
on
the
the play
left.
sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it.
And he's
Pressure
going
got
down
to
for a
him,
safety.
couldn't.
So that offensive line making the second coming, making his debut not go so well. After a decent first drive.
To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle. It's Hankerson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm
Wildcat
supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could
That's
tell
a running
he's throwing
back
over the middle
in
of
the
the field.
backfield, right?
He knows
Yes.
he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing
Let's
in
try
there
it.
quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition.
For running backs, I like to run the
Time
ball.
for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
I also like my quarterbacks left-handed.
On first down.
But you don't find a lot of them.
They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
Not a very good offensive showing here in this first quarter.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go
this
after
quarterback
the loss on
could
the
be
last play.
extremely good.
They'll run the option. Jukes his way for more. And he does a really nice job.
I think the only way we're going to win some of these games is if he's running for
and the evolution of the quarterback
a lot
position. Basically, you should
yards.
call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that
The
guy.
big problem is he's going to have a hard
to
time just completing passes
Punt
here.
is in the air. And he'd hope to pin him deep.
I definitely think they need to patch the punters. Every punter I've seen is like punting like 70-yard
Frogs
bombs.
offense takes the field ready to get going. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like.
I think I'm going to focus mostly with RPOs
There are a lot of
in
offensive
here.
coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right
Especially
away and
in
try and
like second and
capitalize on
5,
this field
second and
position.
4.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hankerson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33.
Should get this.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Ooh, big run right
He'll
there.
come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Let's try this wide
Man,
receiver
coaches
screen.
talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
There we go.
It's complete to
There
the
we
right.
go.
The ball is down
30
at the
inches.
14 after that grab.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice
Right
so
up
they
the
can go
gut.
and execute it on game day like that.
The Horned Frogs lining up.
I might do
just
15-minute
needing a
quarters
few
as well.
tough inches on third down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I would 100%
It's so nice
like to
as
get
an
the
offense
quarterback
to know
the
you can
touchdown here.
generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's
Eatsalot
got
Jr. here.
incredible speed.
His first
A run for
touchdown.
the quarterback. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
The coach's
It's just
son.
so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to.
The dude can get some help. It's going
Let's
to
see
be
if they can get
fantastic.
something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Ball sitting right at the
I'm
30.
definitely going to
It'll be
switch the
third and
playbook
short.
though. fan of this playbook.
Keeps it himself.
Oh, he takes
Still running
off.
at the 40. Oh,
And
there's
he
an
breaks
out to the
free.
left.
A big play right there.
Touchdown, Frogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Broke a tackle.
This QB just has such a
Scores
feel.
his second
He's
touchdown
so good
on
with
the
these
ground
design
today.
quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's
Nice
as dangerous
juke
as any
and
ball carrier in
broken
the country.
tackle. That dude just separated. If we make a bowl game this year, he's gonna be why. Although I think the defense is gonna give up quite a few points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it and runs it again. Ran through the
Oh my
contact.
goodness. He's just
This is
bowling
an
over
offense
people.
that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading
I
the
mean,
defense.
I didn't give him
There's
like
nobody there
super
taking
great
him,
running
so
stats,
he
but
puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got
they
really
were like,
nice
I
elusiveness.
think low
Once
80s.
he's
I
out
think
in
it was
the
like
open
right at
field,
80.
he shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Because that was the only way to keep him
Couldn't
below.
find anybody to throw to. He'll
like
just
right around
toss it
90.
away. It'll be second down.
If I gave him
The
anything
offensive
over, it
line
was
has
gonna
got to give him at least a little
take
bit
him
of time
over.
to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got the quick pass. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of
I
possibilities
guess we should
here.
call a timeout.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I think that's probably a good
This
one.
defense will try to
we can
force
get
a
into field
fourth
goal
down
range,
on
that would
third
be
and
nice.
short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here comes
Take off,
the
take off.
Still on his
A
feet
big
at the
run.
45. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And man, this defense, they look a little bit
One more
frustrated.
playoff.
Like, he's
Ah,
done
shit.
this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in
That's
this football
unfortunate.
game. But they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional.
I don't think he's gonna make
and make
this.
some bad things happen when he tries to take
But-
off and run the football.
He did.
Right down the boulevard. It's
50
good.
plus yard field goal
And they
gives
go
us
back
a
on
lead going
top.
into the
And I
second
like this
half here.
offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed.
Take it.
The
I
Horned
still want to
Frogs
try to
offense
get him
gets
a
the
decent
field
amount of
ready to
passing
get
yards.
going.
That's going to be hard to do, I think, consistently.
Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football.
He's
and you
pretty
saw
much
guys
been our
play with
entire
excellent
offense so
instinct,
far.
running downhill and making a tackle.
There's some room.
Big run up the
Just
middle.
what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll give it to him again. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make
Actually,
play calling easy for an offensive
go ahead and run
coordinator?
one more time.
Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
3rd and short from the
Actually,
44,
remember
and
this
we
play
might know if
from
they
last
plan to
year.
go for it on 4th down
We used this
by
play
what
a
they
lot.
call here. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best.
And
He
he
can
takes
move.
off again.
There he
Took
ball is
another
loose.
oh no, he fumbled.
Defense covering it up and not letting
And
the
they
offense
picked
get
it up.
back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so
Oh,
much stress
freshman.
on that play. You saw him
Stung.
scrambling, trying to buy
Can't be
time,
doing
doing
that.
everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just...
Can't be losing the ball. in games like this.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I like what the offense
I mean,
did right
this
there.
is
A lot of times on
definitely
first
the
down, you're
ideal
thinking run,
option
right? Like be
quarterback.
aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass
I definitely
game
think
can pay
running
dividends.
a decent amount of option plays
just kind of shoving their
is
face
going
into
to
the
be our
fan.
bread
They're
and
getting
butter
blocks. They're inside the tackles.
this
This time they try to
season.
sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what
If
a
we
big
were
third down stop by
on the
this
other side of the
defense.
50, I'd go for it.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And he can't quite.
We're down 2 scores
Period to
now,
go, and
so
we'll see just how much
gonna
fight
have a
they've got
harder
left
time
in them.
coming back in this one.
The Horned
Already in
Frogs
the
offense
4th.
takes the field, ready to get going. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're
That
about to make
fumble
this a
really
very
killed us.
one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Okay, we should probably go
Such a
into
big
hurry up
part
now.
to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
He might actually be
They
better in hurry
absolutely
up.
had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Horned Frogs in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over.
I
Yeah,
only
they're
gave him the
trailing here in
nickname
the
Horned
fourth
Frogs
quarter,
because of
but
the
this
picture.
dude can put up points quickly.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Let's try this.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it.
Oh, he
Just
down.
too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll
Look
run
at some
play
of his
action.
rushing yards.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left.
Oh, he got
Defense
free.
needs to regroup
Picked
as
up
he
the
cuts
first.
it down to the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second
Next couple
half.
drives,
It's
I'm
first
going to
and 10.
mostly just throw the
And this
ball.
defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Running short on time
Off
here.
the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they'll knock him down. They've got a solid drive working, but now
This
looking
one
at
actually
second
makes
and
more
11.
sense because it goes to a strong side.
Now the play fake. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Might get one over the middle here.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket.
No, he got his third touchdown,
Headed
though.
to the goal line.
Keeping us in the game.
Horned Frogs. And they take it
Third
in
touchdown
for
on the
6
ground.
more points. The Horned Frogs answer right back.
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this at the quarterback spot. Like, he's so adept at seeing where the space is, finding it, breaking through it. And Palmer, this isn't the first time he's made a play today.
No, you're right.
We got a chance. They did miss the extra point, though, so...
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
Down under 2 minutes. Can he lead a comeback tie
They'll start this
in
drive
his
going
first
to the air.
collegiate ball game?
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That's a tough throw to make, especially at this juncture of the game. It's late, you're trailing, and that's a deep throw on an outbreaking route. As a quarterback, your timing has to be perfect, and you've got to throw that thing out in front. If anything is off, even by the smallest amount, that ball's going to land incomplete, and that's what happened there.
It's not ideal,
Good,
dude.
solid tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
We got one timeout left, so we've got to get in the end zone.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough
Last
to win
chance.
this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot. They're walking.
And he dropped it. And unfortunately, no comeback.
I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won
Not
the
too
national
upset, though.
championship.
Well,
He looked
some
really
of us
good.
weren't alive. Everybody
He had a
probably
very
playing this game
good
wasn't alive
long
with that
run.
comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen,
I definitely
your
think I
season
need to
isn't
mix in
over. Things still
some
down the road
option
for you to
plays
look forward to, still improve on, can still have all
on a
your
pretty
dreams
consistent
out in front of you,
basis.
but you know, 83, Jesse. I know you were playing college football then, but sure.
Mostly due probably the read options.
I think I had just learned how to walk. It's funny.
Maybe a speed option every once in a while. I would say we'll probably do 2 to 3 games per episode. So we'll definitely, because these go way quicker than any of the other ones I've ever done. And especially I want to get the rivalry game in here, so... Wow, we lost that much job security after 1 week. No, I'm not surprised. Although he needs to get a few more passing yards, if you ask me. But I'm hoping we can win our rivalry games here. Obviously, I'm not expecting him to probably stay after this year just because I'm expecting him to want a lot of NIL. Okay, we are the only one on theirs. So let's start giving anyone that has me at the top at least 5. This is probably not the ideal way to get some of these guys, but especially ever since they did the update, they made it a lot more difficult to get some of the lower tier guys because a lot of them are getting offered now, unlike before. There were a bunch of recruits that weren't getting offered. So now we get to take a look at Pizza Eater Cafe Stadium.
A picture-perfect afternoon for EA Sports College
I made it a
football.
bowl.
There's nothing quite like a great rivalry
kinda like
matchup in
Lambeau,
college
so.
football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come
And
as
the
a
field
result
is
of
red.
what we're about to see in this one. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Horned Frogs. Along with
Like
David
pizza
Pollack
sauce.
and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today,
Although-
Coach told me before the game,
Okay, we're gonna start with an option. I did forget to change the playbook here. Let's go with the read option.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Oh, it is
Rides the
kind of
option, he
difficult to
keeps
see
it.
the players.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew
It
they
is
were going to
really
see
difficult to see
this
them
in this
from
game,
afar.
and all week long in practice, they really focused on
Maybe I
this
should have made the
assignment
field
football,
yellow.
making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
I might go back and re-edit the stadium and make it yellow.
Make his way to the corner.
Make the field yellow.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what
He
the
looks
fans
good
are
in this
saying,
one.
what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Takes off again.
Breaks the tackle.
He needs to stop getting tackled,
Now
though,
well
because
within
he
striking
can end up
distance
getting
as
hurt.
that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
That's one thing I don't like about wear and tear.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. Makes the
And he got in!
touchdown, Horned Frogs!
First passing
Made the grab
touchdown
and
of
took
his
it on in for
career.
the score. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
Down
Tight
Cosner.
ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they make big plays.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going.
I definitely
Already
think
a
he's
solid
smart
start
enough to do
this one. Now back
RPOs
to
on a
work with his
consistent
7-0
basis.
lead. On the ground, it's Ramsauer. Stopped in the backfield. He's
make
going
the
to
right
lose 3
decision.
yards on the play.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense.
This playbook
Aggressive
seems to have a
attack.
lot to
Come
them.
downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
I'm not a big fan
And
of
the
them
Horned
personally.
Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
This defense has kept them
This
backed up.
rivalry
Now
game,
one more stop, and
we've
they
got to
can
play
get
well
off
if
the
we're going
field
to
on
win it.
3rd and long. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt.
Like I
And
said,
the punt hits at the...
that was like an 80-yard punt.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47.
Sometimes these work, but most of the time they don't anymore.
The defense wouldn't let him
That
loose
didn't
there.
go
And it was a
anywhere.
completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those
Read
guys go in
option
motion,
here.
man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start.
Here's a little room there. And the defense drags him down.
Well, they're able to generate an explosive play here with a
He could
design
definitely
QB
win the
run. He
Heisman
shows
if
you his speed.
I know the quarterback's going to
passes
carry it,
for
but
a
this
decent amount of
defense
yards.
wants to make him feel it when he does.
Yeah, he's physical and he's tough, but we'll find out just how tough he really is. I'd be curious to know how many carries this guy can withstand in this game.
The short hands, it's Hankerson. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
I definitely think I'm going to up the time to 15 minutes. These make it a little bit more realistic here, because I feel like we're not getting enough time.
So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that ball up the middle.
The run inside. It's Frank.
That didn't go
And
anywhere.
there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys
He
out
might
on the
get
perimeter.
open over the
But how
middle
about this
here.
linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll go to work in the air on second down.
He did not.
Looking
Oh,
for
we
the
did.
end zone.
Came open.
Touchdown,
He got it.
Horned Frogs. He got it. Beat down in bounds.
And I love the bounce back for this offense.
The
He
second
lost a week
touchdown
ago.
of the game.
Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Obviously, the ideal thing to do is to join the Big Ten at some point. Probably kick out whoever the worst team is.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Took the last drive
But
in
not
for a touchdown.
until we
They'll
get
try
a couple
to do it
years
again on
in.
this one. Running inside. It's Frank. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive
Try this tight
coordinator's
end
list.
screen.
Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left.
It definitely looks like
They
they're
stop
gonna.
him almost immediately.
We're gonna have a hard
Short
time
gain there and still
running
a
the
little
ball
ground
on this
cover
one.
to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call.
Okay, it looks like the game. Okay, we're still in the lead, but not by much.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frank. Got behind those pads and
not
picked up
getting
3
much.
out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Intercepted.
Oh,
The
man.
defense has set him up.
First pick of
Off
his
to the races
career,
to the right.
and it's
he's
a
gonna run
return
all
for
the
a
way back.
touchdown.
Touchdown, Illinois.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
So obviously, I think we need to just be throwing at least like
No reason
medium
to be in a
passes
big
here.
rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got room at the 35.
Yeah, make sure you're getting down.
Gets the
Don't be
slide,
taking
got
those
the
hits.
first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
To the air on first down. Got his man.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Frank. Oh, he's got some space.
First down.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Horned
Yeah, I
Frogs
definitely
want
think
to pick up the tempo.
their defense is
For you
probably
coming into this game, if they
vulnerable to the
throw
medium
completions
pass.
and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're
Since both
seeing
our
it here.
scores came on passes like that.
Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Picked off again.
He turns this into a nice gain and
Taking a
gets
killing
down to
on this
avoid the
drive.
hit. And the Horned Frogs have it with a first and 10.
And you can tell that young man is
Ooh, a
comfortable
draw
in the
here
pocket,
because
feeling
probably
good.
think we're gonna
Last
pass.
play, nice job setting his feet, making a good
Nice
throw,
dash
getting
up
the
the middle.
completion now. Didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it, but he
Oh, we
can't
got
get
sacked on
away
that one.
again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it.
Dropped
He
it.
had the ball and didn't look at
Oh,
all
go
the
for the
way
tie
in,
here.
and it'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And it's
we're
right
tied.
down the boulevard. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about
And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Fighting Irish, looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers.
Yeah, that was not a good pass. That's the difference in the ball game right now. It's the whole reason the game is tied. just want to make sure it's on that. Sometimes it'll take you out of it for no reason.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half.
Maybe on the home games we're going to have to leave it from the coach perspective.
And it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
Instead
and now
of
once
this,
you get in the second
because
half,
it's easier
who's going
to
to get
see the
aggressive,
players.
Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
It's just going to be harder to
I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with
what
respect to
happens.
who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Big gain, he's gone!
At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
There we
and
go.
with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Come out in the second
This
half
defense not only
for a
searching for
touchdown.
answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases
Right
angles.
up the middle.
People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Booking it. I believe he's the second best player on the team. He's only like an 80, I think. He's nothing special, but we will take him.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone, though.
Yeah, these home games, I think I'm going to do it from this perspective, just because of how the field looks.
Turning it on! Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back.
Snags it, and he's open.
Got it.
Gets it out to the
Yes, he did.
16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Third down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field. That plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Nice tackle there.
I'm going to go for this.
Coming in like a heat-seeking missile
Might not
and
be
stopping
the
him a yard
ideal
short of the
thing
first
to
down.
do.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations.
Go ahead and
Look
do a
at this, guys. The
design
offense
quarterback
appears
run.
to be going
He
for
doesn't
it
get this.
from their own side of the field.
I'm probably going to regret it.
This quarterback part of their running game.
Oh,
Got a
he
little
goes.
pass.
He made it. I can't believe it.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I didn't think he was going to do that.
He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, in that 4th down play, you're just
Found a
trying
gap.
to move the chains, right? You're just trying to get enough to get the first down. Instead, that running play turns into a home run. There was a missed
I thought he
tackle.
stopped
got
there
into
at the
open
line.
space, and he takes it all the way.
He definitely has Heisman potential. I don't know. Maybe I made him a little bit too good. I mean, I don't feel like I made him that good, but
90 yards
I only
in
gave
front
him
of them
good
as they start
throwing
the drive
stats
at their own 10.
and okay running stats.
Leaves it with the back. Determined
he'll probably
run,
be
but
at
he stopped
99
after 2 yards
by the
down
end
at
of the first
13.
year.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go right back to him. Breaks into the
Yeah, the run game is
He'll
definitely
get it
opening
out
up
to the
now.
25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they
we
get
got
to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, it's been a
Normally I
little bit
don't
of a
really like
seesaw
doing
here
those
the last 2
rollouts.
plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack.
Especially in the
Great
college
job by the
game,
defense there,
tend to
turning the
get
page and
blown
coming up
up
with the big
pretty
one.
easily.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And
Oh,
down
he
he
got sacked
goes.
again.
The defense bringing the heat. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
It's 3rd and 28, so I think this is a good place to do
So we
a
open the final
screen.
period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of
Got
room
3 yards
there
back.
on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed.
I think the only way I'm ever going to get him
They'll
like
put a stop
300
to that
plus
return
passing
as he-
yards is if I turn it up to 15-minute quarters. Okay, we're definitely going to chew clock here.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes one man miss.
It's a point in the
The
game, I
inbounds
think,
look
as a
good.
coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Deep pass.
Catch inside the 20.
And he caught it!
Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
What a touchdown!
Into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Sometimes it's
beautiful
players,
throw.
not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn,
He didn't
for a
pass
go
very well
route
in the first
right past
game.
a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the
Passing
offense.
much
and that
better
speed
against
you can't
the
teach,
alumni.
and that's why he's in.
3 passing touchdowns. The 1 mistake, but
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
I don't know how many yards he has on the ground, but
Gives it on the option. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a...
They've got a first down here. What a
I'm
start
going
it's
to
been
assume
to
they're
this
gonna start
season. We've
using
got a
their timeouts
great
here
game
soon.
here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the draw, it's Frank. Could be an alley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear.
I would prefer not to have to throw the ball again.
They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Illinois uses its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their third.
Let's try the speed option here.
And they'll have to
as long as he doesn't fumble it on the pitch,
we'll
be good. If he pitches it.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it.
Oh.
There he goes. They finally
got three. Got the first down.
Pitch and run on the option. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
I'm actually going to throw it.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Perfectly okay.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open,
Even
so
though
don't
he
try to
doesn't have
force it
any
into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Firing to the right.
Quick pass. That's
He'll
fine.
be stopped short of the line to gain.
It works for me. As long as he makes his field goal, we'll be.
Timeout arrives, and this defense
It'll be a two-score game.
Needs to get the football back. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's gone!
He's been good so far this year.
3 points to make it a two-possession game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead.
Works for me. My favorite
Running off the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's really easy to get
our
caught
first
up in the
victory.
emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in.
Not a ton of passing yards, but
this game
more than the last game.
You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us as the season.
Oh yeah, I need to turn the commentators off too. I should have enough to up the O-line now. Let's see. Broadcast. In-game commentary. I think we good. I would say probably one more game and then that'll end the first episode. That way it's not like super, super long. These are what, like 20 to 30 minutes a piece. Okay, it looked like it changed. That wasn't what it was. Was it? Beat Wisconsin. So we gotta win this next one. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we can try. It'd be nice to win both our rivalry games here to start the season. Oh, the other thing I was gonna do. We're gonna up it to 15. I think 15 is reasonable. With me putting it on 15 and only playing offense, it's fine. Hasn't gained any skill points yet, but it's not really surprising. Or no, never mind, he's gained 3. Problem is, there's not really much to upgrade for him, so, because I already gave him, he has all the abilities and everything, so he's in good shape. I'm just gonna go ahead and offer these guys. I'm hoping these guys are both gonna be gone. Hoping the guy I gave 50 to hurries up and gets to the top 5. It doesn't look like he's going to. I could probably just take him off. But he's going to be my feature back next year if he comes. Okay, let's get into this one. Obviously, next season we're playing both those games on the road. No commentary this time. Now he'll have more than enough time to potentially get 300 passing yards. Tackled there. Ooh, nice catch. Well, the stadium's only half full. This is a big rivalry game. You'd think it would be bigger. Takes off. Big run there. Looks like he got hit as he was throwing. I like these design quarterback runs. Just gotta be careful I don't overrun them. Not the place to do a screen pass. Yes, that's all they're giving me. Let's do a direct snap to the HB. Third and goal. And he's in! Touchdown! Some easy points to start off, but the defense gives the points right back. Obviously, we could really use the extra dynasty points to retain our guy here. Obviously, if I have enough, I will 100% do it. As long as he doesn't change his deal breaker on me. Actually, he got a really nice play on this one in the last game. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of wish I could see it from behind the play here, but I guess it kind of makes sense to, if you're gonna play coach mode, to do it from the sidelines, obviously. My Madden franchise this year is gonna be so much more fun. Yeah, if the offense doesn't score consistently, we're probably gonna lose this one. they do have some decent corners. Pass over the middle for the first. I think this is a good spot to do the read option. See what he sees on the field here. Probably not the greatest. I really liked this play last year when I was doing my Buffalo dynasty. The slot almost always got open deep consistently. Okay, QB zone here. Sign quarterback run. Right up the gut for a 3-yard gain. So we get the play off here before the end of the quarter. Now I feel like the 15 minutes is a little bit too long. Lost a yard. It's over the middle, caught for the first. Go with this play. Third and 10. Perfect time to call a screen pass. If he gets close, definitely going to go for it. I think he got it. I don't know, once he's gone, I might try to run a 2-quarterback system. lopsided slants. We're right on the doorstep here. On the 3-yard line. He dropped it. Try running it in. I definitely think he's going to have a solid shot at winning the Heisman this year if he plays like this all season with minimal interceptions. He's the second coming. Oh, he dropped it. Oops. And he missed his pass. Probably should have ran the ball. Ran a couple minutes off the clock, but run the ball again. Got a good gain on first down. Perfect time to do the read option. Probably should have handed that off, but let's see, RPO here. Be nice to go in with the lead. Again, I could really use these 200 dynasty points for retaining him if I can. Otherwise, obviously, he's gone after year 1. I'm expecting his NIL offer to pretty much double. Just lost another lineman. It's crazy. We lose to Wake Forest, but we're in games against these two teams that are better than Wake Forest. He only has 100 yards. I feel like he has more. He did not get that. At least on this one, he can decide if he wants to keep it or not. Thankfully, he handed it off on that one. Some time to keep them fresh. doorstep again. That one got batted down. And he gets in for the touchdown. Dustin Frank with the score. Got 30 seconds here. We keep giving up the lead here consistently. Try to get a few more yards here and get at least a field goal. Need about 10 to 15 yards to be in our kicker's range. Did we catch it? I'm actually not sure. Okay, he did. We'll call a timeout there. A few more yards would be preferred here. Okay, that should be good enough for a field goal here. And it's good. Keep us tied going into half. Finally get a stop. Good run there. This might be a good place to do the speed option. Yards. QB sweep. Breaks the tackle. Doesn't take the big hit. Gets the first down. It's over the middle. It's because I do feel like the game's going a little long. Even though I only added 5 minutes. in field goal range. Oh no. Threw another pick six. Oh, he dragged him down actually. He saved his touchdown there. After not so good of a pass. That's not how we're going to beat Wisconsin. Although we got our own turnover, so we just pretty much lost all our field position. It wasn't ideal. Much better. Hit the ball, but he doesn't pick up the first. Do we go for it? Last time we went for this, ended up getting it and scoring on a long touchdown, and almost from the exact same spot. Picked up the first, that's all that matters. Picks off again, picks up a bunch. Play action. Running the ball pretty well, so. And he gets taken down. We're on the plus side, so I definitely would like to try. I don't think it's going to hurt that much. The punt isn't going to help us much either, so I don't think it hurts. Oh, we threw another pick. Man. 2 long returns out of both of them. That one results in points, though. If we're losing, definitely don't have chew clock on. Pick up the pass attack. Got a decent amount of rushing yards. burst over the middle. Oh my goodness, he got free. Let's do this one. It's a zone read play. Didn't go anywhere. We'll do the slip screen. He made it reasonable. I think we pick it up. Pretty close to where we were when we went last time. Oh no. He went deep. Oh, he got it! What were you doing? I'm so glad you did do it though. Tyler Sharp. Channeling his inner Brett Favre into a tight window. As we give the lead right back. It makes more sense to go to the left because he's left-handed. Picks up a good game there. We really need these dynasty points, so. Really important we beat Wisconsin here. These touch passes don't really work all that much, but sometimes I like to run them anyway. You never know. Like I said, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Actually, his stats are kind of more realistic now with the 15-minute quarter. Gonna have to go for the 50-yard field goal here. And it is right down the middle. Makes it a 4-point game. And the defense did stop him. So, has a comeback in the making. Can the coach's son help his dad beat his Most fearsome in-state rival. Only time will tell. We don't want to give him too much time. I am going to chew a little clock here as we run it. Less time they have, the better. Especially with especially since they are far better than us. Down to the 15-yard line. Gotta score, so take chew clock off on this one. You can't take a sack here. Tell me you got the first. It's 4th and 5. Well, we have to go for it. Doesn't pick up the first here, it's pretty much ball game. Might have one more shot at it. He got the touchdown! Big play right there. Although there is quite a bit of time left. Fifth touchdown of the game, although he has thrown 2 picks. And the defense held him. We beat Wisconsin barely. 2 interceptions did not come back to haunt the Pizza Eaters. The Battle of the Cheesesteak. So those passing yards are actually more, I feel like, are more realistic. Although the game took way longer. Too bad you can't put trophies in here. I think that's a great way to end this first episode. And it was about 2 hours long. So about twice the amount of time we would normally do one. So I feel like that's a good spot. Say like 3 to 4 games in each episode, I think is pretty reasonable. And we will catch you in the next one. Well, after sim to the next week. Lost a few. I don't know, we might get ranked this year. Obviously, he's going to make it easier. He helps a lot. Okay, well, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you're interested, please follow or subscribe.